And welcome back to the Hooper Eblen Center, where we are set for another District 7 AAA opening round matchup. It's a cross-county rivalry as the Cumberland County Lady Jets take on the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers. I'm Noah McKay, back on the call, joined once again by Hallie and David Ledbetter. Madison McKay producing things for us as the starting lineups are introduced here in the Hooper Eblen Center. These are two teams that do not like each other very much from about 15-20 minutes apart in Crossville. The two high schools in Cumberland County set to do battle once again. They faced off twice in the regular season. 2 wins for the Lady Jets, but both by single digits. This one should be a great one tonight.
Yeah, to take a page out of the Terrell Owens, Lane Kiffin, and Noah McKay playbook, get your popcorn ready for this one.
It's not just a rivalry. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. They both have post presence, guard presence, shooting, defense, offense. They're all around. So it's going to be a battle to the fourth quarter.
Live on the UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS Network. Once again, we are presented by our friends at Club Wyndham and Cumberland Cove Golf Course. Happy to be with you this evening. We are right on schedule as we've had 2 decent ones so far. Livingston Academy sweeping their matchups against DeKalb County. So now we see 2 new schools here. We'll round out the night with the Cumberland County Jets taking on White County following the conclusion of this one. Stone Memorial in the black jerseys, the black shorts, white numbers and letters with gold trim around those numbers. Cumberland County, the home team, in the white jerseys, white shorts, powder blue numbers and letters. Starting lineups from the game. First for CC, Lexi Carroll, Leah Hawkins, Lauren Clark, Sydney Wilhite, and Jalen Baldwin. For Stone, it's Kaylee Waldo, Addison Howard, Ashley Wittenberg, Courtney Hedrick, and Rachel Houston. Stone possesses the opening tip, and they send it ahead. Both games in the regular season between these two were low scoring. You can expect more of that in this one. Courtney Hedrick with a right wing side. Now Addison Howard from the top of the key. Now works it right back to Courtney Hedrick. Hedrick to Houston. Houston got a quick release on the 3, but missed it wide right. Waldo inside, put back no. Rebound ricochets. Waldo goes to possess. Now she sends it out to Houston. This time, more time. It's no good. Waldo with another rebound, and we've got an offensive foul over the back. Will go on Kaylee Waldo.
Fast action to start this game. Waldo with 2 offensive rebounds earlier. The last one there, they call over the back. Good box out.
She's someone that's typically double-double watch. She's getting those easy shots in the paint and then, always getting those offensive and defensive rebounds.
Lauren Clark with it. The pair of these 2 just phenomenal freshmen, Sydney Wilhite and Lauren Clark. Is at the top of the key. Lexi Carroll works it back right for Clark. CC coming off a couple of losses against Upperman to round out their regular season. The Lady Bees, the 2 seed in the tournament. The winner of this game gets the right to face the White County Warriorettes, who rolled through district play. Only 1 loss. It came to Stone, though, in Sparta. Kick out pass after an offensive rebound for CC as they work it into the low block. Pivoting, now the shot, and we've got a travel as possession goes back the other way. This will be a different officiating crew from our first 2 games. So the first 2, they were letting them play. We'll keep an eye on this one.
That post matchup is one I really, really enjoy watching. That's 2 dominant post players in our district.
Waldo sends it ahead to Howard. Howard drives, throws up the shot. No. Jalen Baldwin with a rebound. And Baldwin gives ahead. Stone trying to enter the upper echelon of this district. The last few years as the 3 ball is up and no good since CC entered this classification. Baldwin with the offensive rebound. Has it inside. Turnaround shot. No. Got it again. Put back. Blocked away by Waldo, and now an errant pass results in CC basketball. Wilhite steps through, and Sydney Wilhite gets the scoring started. But as I was saying, it's been the top 4, Upperman, Livingston, Sparta, Cumberland County. Stone trying to enter that echelon with a win in this game tonight. Here's Howard. This is the 4-5 matchup, and there's a hand check as Aaliyah Hawkins, the Defensive Player of the Year in the regular season, gets tagged for the personal. Our friends at Club Wyndham are hiring now with tremendous pay, great benefits, and a great group of people to work with. You can visit our website. The first ad on our homepage is that Club Wyndham ad. Click the link, and you can find more information as we'll have a whistle and a foul. This one's going to go on Lauren Clark, her first team second. And our friends at Cumberland Cove Golf Course, I'll tell you, I am reluctant to even talk about them because it's our favorite place to go. It's the best kept golf secret in the Upper Cumberland. Tremendous rates. We played it yesterday as Hedrick puts the 3 up. That one's no good. Located just off the interstate in Monterey, right over the Cumberland County line. You will not regret hanging out with our friends at Cumberland Cove Golf Course. Tell them that we sent you. And it's floating back as Aaliyah Hawkins.
Fast pace, but already 3 fouls called in this game early. Something to keep an eye on.
That was 3 fouls that they probably wouldn't have called last game.
3 ball is up. That one's no good. Rebound down. Waldo with it. I mentioned winner against Sparta tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on this floor. And now a timeout call by Mike Buck. He is not one to hold on to him. He knows you can't take him home. He burns that one. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this ball game tonight. As we check Wilson Central and Cookeville. Cookeville leads 50-41 in the third quarter. So still a game there. Cookeville with a 9-point lead. Heading into the fourth quarter, it appears, over on UCR2.
It's a lot closer game than anybody anticipated in that one.
Most of us anticipated this one would be close, and through 3 minutes, it's 2-0 Cumberland County on the basket inside by Sydney Wilhite. Mention those 2 freshmen, Wilhite and Clark, the future of Cumberland County basketball. You kind of had the passing of the torch from Emory Barragona, now down to Sydney Wilhite. He's the next superstar in Crossville. Left wing side, now Addison Howard with it. Howard to Hedrick. Hedrick, a couple of dribbles. Howard trying to get free, and Aaliyah Hawkins, there's a reason she's the defensive player of the year in the district, staying in front of her the whole way.
Yeah, she's like glue, just sticks with them.
Actually, Wittenberg has it now. Wittenberg gives off to Hedrick, left wing side. Now Howard. Howard to Houston. Looking in, that one's intercepted. Jumping up was Clark to pick it off, and now Clark sends it ahead. Wilhite drives to the baseline, spins it back out for Carroll. Lexi Carroll back over to Clark, bobbled it, able to possess. Now a feed across that was kicked. Waldo stuck the leg out. 4:29 to go in the first, and surprise, surprise, it's low scoring. As checking in is going to be Lily Hinch for the first time in the game. She's got the big mask protecting the face. Baldwin in the low block, turns, and she traveled with it. Yeah, shuffled those feet on her way around.
Katie Waldo's really, really good at just keeping her hands up and not moving, not getting back down. But someone like Baldwin is able to make some pretty easy post moves on her. I think that she's doing a really good job starting off, though, on the defensive side.
The pressure works as Clark goes up and over her head for 2. And the 2 freshmen with both baskets so far for CC. Hedrick moves over to Howard. Addison Howard with it. She's in trouble now in the corner, spins it away at the last possible second. Now a fastball into Kaylee Waldo. Waldo tries to get it across. That one's intercepted. Cumberland County's defense stifling right now.
Suffocating defense at the moment.
Now Hawkins sends it back across the left side. Clark back to Carroll. Carroll now at the top of the circle. It's Aaliyah Hawkins. York defeats Monterey in boys action 82-58. The Dragons advance on to the District 5 AA championship game. I believe they play that game on Tuesday night. Do not quote me on that. I don't have the bracket in front of me right now. Clark with it on the right wing side. Fires into Baldwin. Little turnaround shot. Banked it in. Good. And a quick 6-0 lead to open the game for Cumberland County.
Cumberland County's going right at Waldo also. She picked up that early foul, trying to get her second foul early in the first quarter.
Dangerous pass inside, stolen away by Jalen Baldwin. CC with control early. Nice feed ahead to Lexi Carroll, but the lay-in won't go. Howard with the rebound. And now Addison Howard. Howard. Hands off the pass now. Over to Waldo. Waldo to Howard, left wing side, deep 3. That one's too strong. Rebound right into the waiting arms of Lily Hinch. Gets it to Howard. Howard drives, throws up the runner, no good. Rebound down. Baldwin tipped it, went right to Clark. A chance for CC, 2.5 to go in the first. Working through, Hawkins over to Carroll. She triggers the 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound out of play, and it's going to go to Stone Memorial.
I think Cumberland County's defense all year has been what's kept them in or won them a lot of games. I think tonight it's really, really helped them, one, get the ball back and get it back on offense and, get those easy points, get up 6-0. But Stone is really good at attacking on offense as well, and they've been able to stop them really easy tonight.
Wittenberg triggers the 3. No, Stone cannot buy a bucket to open this game. They have not had a lot of good looks. As here they come ahead, 6-0. Hawkins off the dribble, gets inside. Aaliyah Hawkins off the glass for 2 more.
Nice move to drive, get in the lane.
4 different Lady Jets have scored, and a big round of applause from the bench as Coach Mike Buck burns his second timeout. It's a full one, so we'll take it with him. 2:02 to go in the first. It's 8-0 Lady Jets.
Deal of the week. Priced well below the market at $186 per square foot with an open split bedroom plan with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,560 square feet. This could be your new home. Boasting luxury vinyl plank flooring, central air with natural gas heat, and tankless water heater in a private backyard. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581 today. Sonia Brown would love to make you a homeowner.
Welcome back. 2:02 to go in the first quarter. Cumberland County off to a fast start. 4 different Lady Jets have 2 points apiece as they lead 8-0. Big timeout here for Mike Buck. The second one he's had to burn in this quarter. And if Stone wants a chance to turn this into a dogfight, which we thought it could be, and we thought it would be, they're going to have to get something working on the offensive end.
Well, that's easier said than done. Cumberland County's defense has just been suffocating so far in this first quarter. Every pass is contested. If you're dribbling the ball, everything is contested for Cumberland County right now.
Wittenberg with it here for Stone. She sends it ahead to Hench. Lily Hench reverse feed over left side for Paige Roberts. Roberts over to Hench in the corner. Hench drives now. Hedrick inside. Good. Courtney Hedrick gets the scoring started in a big moment for Stone Memorial.
The post presence swaps back and forth between her and Waldo a lot. It's one of those two is going to score the points inside, if not both of them.
Carroll works it over right side. Now Baldwin from the top of the circle. Subs to the table for both teams as they send it in a low block, and a bump foul going to be called on Hench. Second team foul, first personal on Lily Hench.
So far, a couple of fouls. It's been a little bit touchy. We didn't see that the first 2 games. Another new set of referees for this game, so they're calling a little more of the touch fouls.
Baseline inbound coming. Send it over right side. That's Turner now. Wilhite. Aaliyah Hawkins checks back towards the sideline for the new play call. Now, left side Carroll surveys the floor. Stone staying man-to-man on defense. Right wing side for Sydney, Wilhite. Wilhite, one dribble, flips it back to Hawkins. 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 8-2 in favor of Cumberland County. Hawkins. Back right side off the dribble. Working through Clark now into the corner. Driving inside Aaliyah Hawkins, left-handed lay too strong. Rebound tipped. Hawkins gets it, kicks out. 3-ball up. No good. Rebound down. That one grabbed by Rachel Houston. 34 seconds for Stone Memorial. Madison Howard gives the play call in. Like the John Cena, you can't see me. Now works it off. She's going to trigger the 3. Howard, money. Madison Howard with a big Club Wyndham 3, and it's 8-5.
She can get in the lane and shoot the 3-pointer, and she's pretty locked down on defense most of the time.
Now working it right side, Sydney Wilhite. 7 seconds. All of a sudden, Stone scored 5 straight out of the timeout by Mike Buck. Hawkins drives in, now kicks. Open shooter, Carroll for 3. That one's no good, and we've got a ball game. Heading into the second quarter, it's Cumberland County 8, Stone Memorial 5. You're watching coverage of the District 7 AAA tournament presented by Cumberland Cove Golf Course and Club Wyndham on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Cumberland County raced down to an 8-0 lead. Stone answered with 5 straight, and we've got ourselves a game. It's 8-5 as we enter the second quarter of play. Cumberland County basketball. Lauren Clark going to inbound it from your living room as we get back to action. Noah McKay joined by David and Hallie Ledbetter. Happy you're along with us as they send it over left side. Now into the low block. Baldwin, that's a travel. Could have been a travel or double dribble. And either way, it goes the other way.
Yeah, that's her third one. And she does. She gets the spin. Waldo's got the long arms. Just picked up the pivot foot.
Making the press here is Stone Memorial. Full timeout was called by Mike Buck. They were playing a lot better after that moment with 2 minutes to go in the second when they're down 8-0. Left side, Addison Howard fires the fastball into Waldo, who pivots off the glass, good for 2, and it's a 1-point game.
It's hard to stop her on the block. She's long and she's quick.
Aaliyah Hawkins has it now, 7:25 to go. Hawkins sends off right side for Sydney Wilhite. Wilhite now fires it over right wing side. Baldwin. Clark thought about the 3, instead back right side for Hawkins. 7:07 to go in the second quarter. Hawkins. Sub to the table coming for the Lady Jets. Coach Buck clapping his hands. He likes the change. Hawkins activates inside, mid-range jumper. No good, in and out. Waldo with a rebound. A chance for Stone to take the lead. They're on a 7-0 run. Howard crosses over. Hinch. She thought 2 times about it. Probably should have triggered it. Instead, Clark swats it into the backcourt. Hinch goes back to get it. Now it's swiped by Wilhite. We got a jump. The arrow belonging to Stone.
Both defenses have really stepped it up. Started midway through the first quarter and now starting the second quarter. Both defenses playing really well.
Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. I'll be joined by Coach Michael Dodgen. His Warriorettes take on the winner of this game as Howard triggers the 3 rather. No good. Waldo goes up for the rebound, though, and extends the possession. Addison Howard with it in the half court. She's hit a 3 already. Sends it to Waldo on that elbow side. She waits. Now Waldo hands off for Courtney Hedrick. Hedrick picked up defensively. Carroll gets in her grill. Now bounces for Waldo. Back in Hedrick, and a foul for a push inside. This is going to go on Lexi Carroll. That's her first, team's first, with 6:11 to go in the second.
That Waldo and Baldwin matchup down low is a really good matchup.
And now we've got a sub checking in here for CC. Looks like Cadence Wilson gets in for the Lady Jets. Inbound goes to Waldo. Waldo spins a couple of times, steps through Kaylee Waldo, and it's a 9-0 Stone Memorial run.
It's a beautiful play.
Doing her best Hallie Ledbetter impression, right?
Oh, I don't do those. No, I can't do that.
Wilson with it on the left side. She fires it to Carroll. Now right side, Wilson. Reverse feed back the other way. Hawkins, 5:37 to go in the second. Cumberland County, they were in such a great rhythm early in this game, and now there's just no flow to it right now.
I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I think if someone calls a timeout after a run, it's going to be the team that called the timeout to go on a run.
Hawkins, top of the circle. Isolation. Now left side. Working it around is Carroll. Now back to Hawkins again. Stone really locking down the defensive end. Hawkins trying to get to her spot. Under the baseline, blocked from behind by Hedrick, and it'll go the other way.
We talked about Cumberland County in the first quarter, ratcheting up the defense. Now it's Stone Memorial ratcheting up the defense.
Rachel Houston, corner 3, no good. Here they come in transition. Aaliyah Hawkins with her eyes up the whole way.
We did anticipate a low-scoring game.
We got it. Clark from a mile away, no good. Rebound down. Again, that white line is the only line that counts in high school. The back line is actually the men's college 3 as Hedrick puts up the shot, good, and 11-0 Stone Memorial run. Maybe timeout time for Coach Kim Cram-Torres. 11-8 with 4:25 to go in the second.
I think this game is going to be a game of defense. Who can play better defense? Who can stop them from scoring inside.
So far, both teams have played really good defense.
Wilson's wide open from the top of the circle. They're going to allow that as now Hawkins has it. Now right side, 4 minutes to go in the second. Stone has been held, or CC rather, has been held scoreless for a long time now, since back with 2:05 to go in this first quarter. Wilson bounces it in. Nice cross paint pass to Baldwin. Baldwin up and under, no good. Rebound down. Waldo comes away. Here's Wittenberg in transition. Ashley Wittenberg bounces it for Hedrick. Hedrick is fouled. Baldwin will be called for her first personal, and Courtney Hedrick's going to go to the line to shoot two.
I think Stone on the defensive side has done a really good job compacting the paint. They're not really going out on those shooters and not taking those chances. You know, obviously if one makes one, they'll probably start scooting out a little bit, but they're staying inside and making sure those easy layups aren't getting taken.
First free throw for Courtney Hedrick is good. She's starting to get rolling from the field. Up to 5 points in the first half. That leads all scorers. Yeah, you're coming on nearly a full quarter length of time without a point for Cumberland County as Hedrick goes 2 for 2. And Mike Buck pushed the right button in that full timeout. It's still anybody's game, though. A long way to go at 13-8. Clark has it. Now left side for Hawkins. Fires into the low block. Baldwin. Pass way out of the mark, out of play, and possession goes the other way. And Kim Cram-Torres wants timeout with 3:27 to go in the second. Full timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. It's 13-8 in favor of the Lady Panthers.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back, a 13-0 Stone Memorial run. Cumberland County was threatening to run away with the game early, guys. It was 8-0. Mike Buck calls a full timeout, and since then it's been all Stone. No points for Cumberland County since 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter.
He called the first timeout 3 minutes into the game. Just a minute later, calls his second timeout down 8-0, and in 7 minutes of game time, second quarter, they're on a 13-0 run.
If it works, it works. I'd call 4 more if I really had to.
Stone Memorial basketball. Out of this timeout, they quickly break the press ahead to Kaylee Waldo. Waldo back to Hedrick, and part of the reason CC was having that run is they were able to get the full court pressure established. They haven't been able to make a shot to get into that pressure. As they give right side, Roberts now over to Wittenberg. Wittenberg into Hedrick, and Courtney Hedrick, no good. Fight for the rebound, and she'll be called for the personal. She got to the spot, just couldn't get the finish. First personal. First team foul against Stone.
Yeah, Hedrick and Waldo, when they get their spot on the block, they're hard to stop. Hedrick just missed the shot. That's the only thing that stopped her there.
Carroll with it. She works it around left side. Now firing off. There's Lauren Clark. Mid-range jumper. They need it, and they got it. The bank is open on a late night on a Friday, and that's a big one for Lauren Clark. And again, because of that fast start, it's just a 3-point game. This thing is very much up in the air.
7 minutes of game time, last points for Cumberland County till then.
Howard flips back for Hedrick, and Courtney Hedrick answers with a 2 of her own. She's starting to take the basketball game over. Up to 8 points in the first half, 6 in this quarter alone. And in a game where it's 15-10, that might as well be 18 points and a half. 3 ball on the other end. Clark's starting to feel it, but that one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Baldwin and Waldo. Now Howard's in there, and a foul for a hold. This is going to be the second personal on Jalen Baldwin, and something that CC cannot afford to have is Jalen Baldwin into foul trouble against the bigs of Stone Memorial.
Yeah, and we talked about Hedrick and Waldo for Stone. Baldwin, when she gets the ball on the block, she's very hard to stop, but Stone has got 2 on her at all times. He got 1 cheating on the backside to guard her.
Kaylee Waldo trapped in the half court, able to flip it ahead over to Ashley Wittenberg. Wittenberg works into the teeth of the defense. An errant pass out of play, and it'll go the other way to Cumberland County with 2:04 to go in the first half.
I had mentioned that they're really compacting the paint. They're double teaming Baldwin right then. And, I mean, that's one of your top scorers on your team, and if you can get Waldo or Hedrick in foul trouble, that's huge for Cumberland County.
Aaliyah Hawkins has the basketball now. Hawkins works it over left side. Corner three ball. That one up and good. A big Club Wyndham three for Lexi Carroll, and it's a 2-point game.
Big shot for Cumberland County right there. Big shot.
Now Wittenberg trying to work against the pressure of Sydney Wilhite, the freshman, giving her everything she can handle. 90 seconds to go in a back-and-forth first half. Hedrick into Waldo. Waldo spins inside, puts it up. Kaylee Waldo with a strong take.
Beautiful move, getting to the left hand.
6 points in the quarter for Kaylee Waldo, and it's back to a 4-point Stone Memorial lead as all of a sudden we've got an offensive explosion by this game's metrics. Inside, that one tipped away. Waldo with the steal, but numbers back for CC. Waldo spins it over to Hinch. Hinch off the dribble, works it inside. Now spins back over for Waldo. Waldo, Hedrick now, just in front of the free throw line. Wittenberg works it for Howard. Howard off the dribble, driving inside on Hawkins. Hedrick wants it, she has it. Back over for Wittenberg. Wittenberg backs into the lane, out for Hedrick from way downtown. Got it! A Club Wyndham three from near the logo for Courtney Hedrick.
I think that's what every team wants, is a post player that can make post moves and shoot a three-pointer.
Yeah, remember, that's a good 6 feet behind the three-point line. And it's 20-13. Hawkins driving in. Now she kicks. Carroll looking for the answer. No good. Waldo with the board and a chance for Stone to get a 9 or 10-point lead into the break. 17 seconds. Howard with it as Waldo gives her a screen. Now Hinch. 10 seconds. Right side, Wittenberg. Wittenberg drives. It's poked by Wilhite, who goes down to get it. Nice play by Wilhite. She gets it off. 3 seconds. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins with one. This would count, but it's no good. And a strong second quarter for Stone Memorial is in the books. They lead 20-13. We'll be joined by White County head coach Michael Dodgen when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's time for the Hiller Halftime Show. At the break, Stone Memorial leads Cumberland County 20-13. The winner of this game gets the number 1 seeded White County Warriorettes tomorrow night on this floor at 7 o'clock. We're joined by White County head coach Michael Dodgen. Coach, thanks for taking some time here. How do you watch this game? You're going to face one of these two teams. It's a close one, as every game is in this district. What's going through your mind as you're watching these two teams?
You're just trying to find something about each kid maybe that you don't see on a normal basis when they play other teams. You try to maybe pick up some calls from what the coaches are calling, maybe to if you get in a late game situation, you can see. And honestly, I hope they play 7 overtimes and play till about 1 a.m. tonight, just to be honest.
Your team, obviously you get the number 1 seed in what I don't think is a question is the best girls basketball district in this state. You're playing great basketball. Obviously, you got pushed a little bit by Livingston in that final game. How do you feel about how the state of your basketball team, how your girls are playing right now in this home stretch, and, of course, now being in the tournament?
Well, I mean, obviously, we've had a good regular season. We went able to go 27-2, get the 1 seed, but come tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, that absolutely means nothing. I feel like we're playing well. I thought Livingston was a good game for us. Obviously, we played Upperman on that Monday at Upperman, and that was a good game. And then, we had to turn around after the Livingston game, great scheduling on our part, and play Signal Mountain, who, was ranked 7th in the state at that time. And they got another Miss Basketball finalist, and it was another good game for us. But, I feel like we're playing very well. We got a little bit of a break where we could catch our breath a little bit, get some people healthy, and just work on us for the last couple of days. And, you try to work on maybe somebody that you're going to play tomorrow, but you really don't know who you're going to play, and it's kind of two different styles, honestly. So kind of work a little bit on both of them. So we've been able to do that for a couple of days. And, the big thing is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, you just got to come out ready to play. And you're playing, obviously, to get into the championship game of the district tournament. But more importantly, you're playing to host a first-round region game. And that's just something that, you try to accomplish every year. And, we did that 2 years ago, and lo and behold, Page decides to play the worst game of their career and has to come to us in a first-round game, which just congratulations. You get the team that, arguably could have won a state championship that year.
What changes this time of year? Every coach talks about this tournament sport and it's all building to this point. What changes? What do you have to do particularly well in a tournament setting to have success?
Well, the biggest thing is you got to be able to execute because everybody's going to know what you do. So you got to be able to execute your secondary stuff, and you got to rebound. I think that's one of the biggest keys. You got to rebound the basketball, especially on the defensive end. You can't give teams 3 and 4 shots. A thing that a lot of people don't think about is you got to make free throws. In big, 3-4 possession games, you got to make free throws when those opportunities happen. And lastly, you got to play a little bit of defense. Everybody's got good offensive players from top to bottom in our league, whether it be, Butler at Livingston, which in that first game today, she has 19 in the first half, and, she's capable of scoring 30 on any given night. You got, Will Height and
Clark.
Hawkins and Clark that at any time could go for 20. Hedrick could go for any time at 20. Butler from Upperman could go any time for 20. You've got great players in this league that you have to be ready to go defensively. And you can't let a secondary kid that hasn't had big games against you throughout the year go out and have a big game because your kids weren't focused.
Yeah, to that point, your schedule was good. You faced some good teams. The Signal Mountain game at the end. I know.
Come on now.
Just let me get to my point.
Okay.
And especially within this district, how ready do you feel like your team is to prepare? Because this time of year, the bad teams are at home immediately in this district, but it's great team after great team. There's no, this one's going to be maybe a little bit easier than the other one.
Listen, from the months of January the 5th until last Thursday when we played our last district game, you get enough challenges right there.
Right.
Every Tuesday night, Friday night, Monday night, Thursday night, whatever nights we had to play on. We had to play on Wednesday this year. You get a challenge every single night, not only on the floor, but you got a challenge execution-wise, because every coach in this league comes up with a game plan to try to stop your team, try to exploit your weaknesses, and every coach in this league is really good at it. Leslie and I, Riddle and I were having a conversation about it in the tunnel. This league, top to bottom, is so stressful, because you got to figure out game plans before you even go into the game, because you don't know what each coach is going to do from night to night. And that's what makes this league so special. Not just the great players, but it's the great coaches, and it's the atmospheres that you play in. Yeah, we're playing at Tech, but, if we're playing in a high school gym right now, it's a standing room only gym right now. And it's been that way all evening here. So, it's kudos to the coaches, the players, and I've said this before, and the communities that get in here and support their teams.
Absolutely. Well, the White County Warriorettes face the winner of this game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the semifinal round of the district tournament.
I know you'd have to get some more sponsorships, but this thing could go 7 overtimes, and that'd be all right.
Well, you're going to have to call the next game if this thing goes 7 overtimes. I'll tell you that right now, because we're going to be a little bit tired. Regardless, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Once again, thanks to Coach Dodger for joining us during the Happy Hiller halftime show. It's Stone Memorial 20-13 over Cumberland County. And Noah McKay, joined by David and Hallie Ledbetter. Madison McKay producing things for us. It was all CC to start. They were up 8-0, and since then, dominance by Stone Memorial. But because of that fast start, it's still certainly anybody's game. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Friday night. We got one more game to go. White County takes on Cumberland County girls. Sydney Wilhite, that's her second shot, and she makes it, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 20-5 run from the middle of the first quarter through the halftime by Stone Memorial, but good start there by Cumberland County.
Rachel Houston buries a Club Wyndham three, and the answer on the other end delivered by Stone. And yeah, they need Sydney Wilhite to take more shots, just simply put, to have a chance of winning this basketball game. And now she works it inside. Lost handle, went to Baldwin. Over across right side, now Wilhite. Yeah, she's already touching it a whole lot more. Drives inside, puts it up, good for two. She's the best player for Cumberland County, and she's got 4 straight.
I think it's good on Cumberland County to get in there and notice that she needs the ball more. I mean, obviously, she's touched it a lot more the past couple of minutes than she did at the start of the game.
Dangerous pass there leads to an interception, the steal. There's Aaliyah Hawkins with a little turnaround inside. Back to Baldwin. Jalen Baldwin, one dribble, fires for Lexi Carroll. Now Wilhite again, off a screen. Wilhite sends it left side for Hawkins. A 6-point lead for Stone. Cross-county rivalry. Somebody's going to move on. Somebody's going home. Now right side, there's Hawkins. We're presented tonight by our friends at Club Wyndham and Cumberland Cove Golf Course. Hawkins sends over left side. Now driving in, turnaround shot. Turnaround pass. Baldwin steps back, and I believe got hit on the elbow on her way up. So this is going to be 2 free throws for Jalen Baldwin, as that's going to go against Kaylee Waldo. That's her second, team's first. Baldwin has 2 fouls as well, so that could be something to watch. If either one of them picks up a couple more, they could be in big, big trouble.
Those are 2 players you really don't want to have in foul trouble.
First free throw is no good. Boys basketball, Jackson County leads Smith County 16-12 at the end of 1. Rusty is there tonight. Cookeville defeats Wilson Central. It was a little hairy for a minute, but they get it done, 63-47. Here, second one for Jalen Baldwin's good, and it's a 5-point game. Full court pressure here, creating problems. Waldo steps through one trap, loses handle, running out of time, gets it across at the last second. Howard over to Hedrick. Hedrick, reverse feed to Houston for 3, and she got it again. Another Club Wyndham 3. Rachel Houston with her second of the quarter.
You don't want her getting hot at all.
And it's such a kind of unorthodox release up there, that flick of the elbow, and it somehow finds the bottom of the net very frequently. Now Clark has it. The definition of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As the shot for Clark is no good. Rebound, Hedrick battled for it. She's able to run it down. Now gets it ahead to Wittenberg. Numbers if they hurry for Stone. Wittenberg, left side, Houston again. She's getting to the spot, and she reigns in her third Club Wyndham three from the corner, and it's an 11-point Stone Memorial lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There you go.
She keeps getting free into that same corner and reining them home. And Stone's lead is ballooned to 11 at 29-18, and that prompts a timeout by Kim Cram-Torres.
If I was Cumberland County right now, I would have someone standing in that corner with my hands up, no matter if there's someone standing there or not, or someone just following her.
She hit all three from that same spot.
Same spot.
Yep, same spot.
CC came in, they got it to Will Height with a couple of baskets inside, and then Houston has reined them in. She's got all 9 points for Stone in the frame as the lead is up to its largest of the night at 11. Still time to go, but CC is going to have to get it corrected in a hurry as they try to take away that corner three from Rachel Houston. The problem is they didn't go inside to Courtney Hedrick and Kaylee Waldo.
If I'm Cumberland County, I've got Baldwin on Waldo right now. I believe I'd get her on the block and see if I can't get Waldo's third foul.
Will Height going to drive and kick. Open. Carroll triggers another three. Too strong. No good. Rebounded by Hedrick. Ahead to Addison Howard. Howard. Eyes up the whole way. She slices inside. Howard with the right hand. No. Fight for the rebound. Howard saves it in and went right to Clark. A chance for CC. Aaliyah Hawkins pushing the tempo into the half court. Hawkins slowed up. Step back mid-range jumper and an out no good. And a foul going against Cumberland County.
That's on Baldwin. That's her third.
It is. It is Jalen Baldwin's third for a push as she was battling in there for the rebound with Kaylee Waldo.
That's a big foul there for Stone Memorial.
First team foul against CC. Inbounds coming here.
Stone could look at that as we need to get it inside as much as we can.
Hedrick gives over to Howard. Howard now Hedrick at the top of the circle into Waldo. Waldo. One dribble, spins it back. Addison Howard's wide open. Mike Buck was clapping his hands before the pass. A Club Wyndham three. It's the fourth of the quarter, and it's a 14-point Stone Memorial lead.
3-point ball just opened this game up for Stone. Danger zone right now for Cumberland County.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hawkins with it in the half court. Trying to jumpstart this offense. She drives inside. Aaliyah Hawkins with a big left-handed take.
She's got a really, really, really strong left hand. I mean, she could go either way, honestly, but her left hand is really strong, and a lot of competitors, don't really utilize that and, stay on her left side.
Wittenberg traveled with it, picked it up, and drug that foot. So a chance for CC. There's still time. 4:04 to go in the third, but CC's going to need a little run to get back into this one. Lily Hench checking in. Rachel Houston gets a breather. So we know the other side. It's Livingston Upperman. That'll be tomorrow at 4. White County awaits the winner of this one tomorrow at 7. One boys matchup is set. It's Stone Memorial and Livingston. And we'll set the other as Upperman awaits the winner of Cumberland County and Sparta. That'll be coming up after the conclusion of this one.
Plenty of great basketball tomorrow.
Really, really good basketball tomorrow. Good basketball today.
No question. Yep. Will Height from downtown, no good. And that was maybe another example. Standing 8 feet behind the three-point arc when you take that one.
I know they painted that. They've got the white tape for the three-point line for high school. But I don't think you really pay attention to the color of the line. You're behind the line.
And they're used to looking down and only seeing one line, no question. As now in trouble, the half-court trap, but a foul is called for a hit on the arm. And this one's going to go on Sydney Wilhite, got called for the personal. That's her first. 3:32 to go in the third, a 12-point Stone lead. They trailed 8-0. Since then, they've controlled this basketball game. Backdoor cut to Lily Hinch off the glass for two.
Great cut, great look by Waldo, too.
You're watching a Mike Buck masterclass right now. They are moving it around the floor as Aaliyah Hawkins has it.
And Baldwin can't really play hard defense on the blocks since he picked up that third foul.
Driving inside here. Hawkins, nice cut inside for Carroll. Good and one for Lexi Carroll.
You mentioned that Baldwin can't really stay down there and play that really, really tight defense, but Lexi Carroll stepped up on the block and has been able to, stop Waldo and Hedrick a couple of times on the block.
Get Baldwin out on this free throw, give her a break, and make sure she don't pick up her fourth foul before the end of this quarter.
CC can score in a hurry with their shooters as Carroll converts. She's got 6 points. 3:07 to go. As Courtney Hedrick has it and breaks the press, looking for Hench, who tipped it. Can she keep it in? Yes. But right there, the defender forces the turnover as Carroll got in the way. Now Hawkins looking to cut it to single digits. There's Aaliyah Hawkins as she slows up. Sends it left side for Carroll. Lexi Carroll back to Hawkins. Howard there defensively is Stone. Playing a loose man-to-man. Hedrick is all alone in the paint. They're letting Lexi Carroll roam free. Now flashing off a screen. 3-ball up. May have been tipped. It's saved in by Clark to Wilhite. Up and under, no good. Hinch with the board.
This game has slowed down a lot since the very beginning. At the first, they were back and forth, running up and down the floor a whole bunch.
Got a travel called against Stone, so possession will return to CC. Rachel Houston hit 3 threes already in this quarter. She checks back in, as does Paige Roberts for the Lady Panthers. And now Coach Buck wants time out here. This is a pivotal 2:25, guys. 34-23. A couple of baskets for CC. It's anybody's ball game. If Stone could stretch it up to that 15-point mark, it starts to feel a little bit insurmountable.
Yeah, well, you talked earlier about 8-0. Cumberland County made a few shots, was able to set up their full court press, and Stone didn't have an answer for that. Since then, Stone's been able to stop them on defense, not let them hit shots, which Cumberland County can't set up their press. So, hence the 11-point lead by Stone Memorial.
I think it started off a little chaotic on both sides for
Nerves.
Stone Memorial, but they calmed down as the game went on, definitely.
It's going to be Cumberland County basketball here in an 11-point game. 2:25 to go in the third. 2 team fouls apiece. Stone has 2 timeouts remaining. CC has 3. And CC takes a while to get moving, but they do in time. As Clark gives off left side for Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins going to drive the lane. Aaliyah Hawkins, left-handed lay. Couldn't get it to fall. Hedrick with the rebound.
Another good move by Hawkins, getting into the lane, getting in there with her left hand also.
Roberts with a trap arriving. She's in some trouble. Able to get it to Hedrick. Spins it into Houston. Houston is fouled. Stepping in was Beal. She'll be called for her first. Team's third, and a trip to the line to shoot 2 upcoming here for Rachel Houston.
There's definitely been more fouls called in this game than any other so far.
You're also seeing a real concerted effort at a Stone Memorial to get inside. I say that after they reined in all those threes, but they're using their size. First free throw is no good for Houston.
They're using the fouls to their advantage as well.
And we got to wipe up the floor. There's either a spill or some sweat. I think it's a spill. So we're getting a towel. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. We're live on the UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS network. We appreciate you all for joining us wherever you're watching. I think you can watch us on Carrier Pigeon tonight as well.
Everything.
We're the only show left in town as the game over on UCR2 is over, with Cookeville getting the win. So a lot of moving parts tomorrow on the live streams, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to figure it out, but there's a lot of moving parts tomorrow.
Just tune in.
Yeah, we got to figure some stuff out with the postponement of 7 single A. That turned a busy day tomorrow into a nearly impossible day in the UCR world, but we're going to make it work.
So how many games will single A have tomorrow?
There'll be 2 tomorrow.
Just 2.
They postponed the 2 games that were set for tonight, the boys matchups in that semifinal round, so they'll be at 6:30. And now we're going to have a stoppage as we got the mop out. So at 6:30 tomorrow night, it'll be Pickett County taking on Clay County. Big rivalry matchup. And then another one, this one under the radar, really important, especially when you look at the region standings. Pickett County, or Red Bowling Springs against Gordonsville. They're in that single A meeting. Don't forget, Red Bowling Springs just beat Pickett County last week. So as we wait for, I'm not sure what spilt over there, but.
Something sticky, I think.
Yeah, something. Maybe some Gatorade, perhaps.
Gives you a little bit of traction on your shoes. So it hardens on the floor.
2:03 to go in the third quarter. It's 34-23. Stone Memorial out in front. We're going to take a break because I have no clue how long this is going to take. We'll be back in just a moment. I think my producer just is now MacGyvering part of the Tennessee Tech. We're going to take a break and be right back. Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech. All right, everything's cleaned up. We've got the mop out there. We're ready to go. It's Rachel Houston at the line. Her second free throw's up and no good. It's a tough break for Rachel Houston. You can't get any sort of a rhythm at the free throw line with that. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Aaliyah Hawkins with it. Works it over right side. Trying to get Will Height free off a screen. Staying with her is Ashley Wittenberg. Instead, Carroll again open three, and she hit it. A club window three for Lexi Carroll, who has 9 points. Not typically a huge scorer, but she's coming up big tonight for Cumberland County.
A few points here, and it is a very close ball game going into the fourth.
Right side now, Addison Howard. Howard, that break probably benefits Cumberland County as Roberts has it swiped away. They were all out of sorts, and now bringing it up is Wilhite. That allows everything to kind of simmer down and relax, and they appear to be a little bit rejuvenated here. 8-point game. Carroll finds Wilhite from that Tennessee Tech center court logo. Now a long three. Good! Aaliyah Hawkins from way downtown with a Club Wyndham three, and it's a 5-point game. A 5-0 run put together by Cumberland County. Making a 6-0 run. Back-to-back threes. That one's tipped up into the air. Wittenberg has it. Over to Howard. Howard drives inside. Mid-range runner. Good. Addison Howard with a big answer for the Lady Panthers.
You were right about that break really benefiting Cumberland County. It stopped a big drive that Stone Memorial had.
Ooh, Leah Hawkins with a step-back jumper. She buries it. 25 seconds to go in the third. Hawkins has scored 5 in a row for CC. Here's Roberts. She sends it over. Now crossing the timeline is Howard. 13 seconds. Bouncing it in for Courtney Hedrick off the glass. Good and one. Courtney Hedrick finishes. Foul goes on Beal, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
There's not much you can do as a defensive player right then. I mean, she tried to take the charge. It could go 50-50 there. I mean, she's going to make that layup, and she's going to get past you possibly. So, I mean, her taking the charge is a smart move.
8.8 seconds to go in the third as Hedrick spins it back, flies it away, and hits. Courtney Hedrick's up to 14 points tonight. And with 8.8 seconds to go, it's an 8-point Stone lead here in the third.
It's a big basket right there by Hendrick. Big basket.
Hawkins is feeling it offensively as she brings it up. Works away from a couple of screens. Hawkins with 2 seconds. Puts it up. No good. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fourth quarter to go. And the game is still up for grabs, albeit Stone with the lead. After three, it's Lady Panthers 39, Lady Jets 31. You're watching coverage of the District 7 AAA Tournament, presented by Club Wyndham and Cumberland Cove Golf Course on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. Entering the fourth quarter of play, Stone Memorial leads 39-31 with the basketball. Trying to punch their ticket to the semifinal round and the region tournament. Backdoor cut for Kaylee Waldo. Good for two.
It's a great play. You had me fooled.
Aaliyah Hawkins ahead is back to a double-digit Stone lead. CC cut it down to 5. Now Baldwin playing with 3 fouls. Drives, puts it up. It's blocked. She got it back. Kick out. There's Carroll. She reverses it for Hawkins. From way downtown again, Aaliyah Hawkins with a Club Wyndham 3. She is saving Cumberland County's season right now.
Yeah, she's put the team on her shoulders right now. I think she scored the last
and she just poked that one.
9-10 points.
Yeah, but she just poked that one to get the steal. Now look at the determination, but the pass is tipped, stays on this end. Wilhite gets free for the easy 2.
I think we're going to see a lot of them getting the ball inside and kick out threes. I mean, you know, they've not had a lot of points inside as much as they have three-pointers.
5-0 burst here, and driving in is Wittenberg, and she is fouled, bumped on her way up. I think this one's going to go on Sydney Wilhite. It will. That's her second, and a trip to the line to shoot 2 upcoming for Ashley Wittenberg. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you haven't already, hit that like or that love button on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We've only been streaming on YouTube for probably 3 weeks or so, and we are rapidly approaching 1,000 subscribers there. So keep subscribing there and hitting that like button. First free throw, no good. Those are going to be important here. Next one, no good. 0 for 2, a break for Cumberland County. Here's Aaliyah Hawkins.
Is it heat check time?
6:50 to go. It may as well be. She sends it right side. She's feeling it, certainly. Flashing off a screen is Wilhite. Wittenberg stays with her. Now over to Hawkins. Hawkins into the corner open. Carroll again for 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Hedrick. She sends it to Hinch. Hinch knows she doesn't have the numbers, so sends it back over to Addison Howard. In rhythm, 4-3. Got it. A Club Wyndham 3 for Addison Howard. She's into double digits. Now here's Hawkins. 6:19 to go in the ball game. These two teams leaving it out there now. The intensity is picked up, and a foul as a couple of Lady Panthers swipe down. Let's see who this one's against. I think it's on Hench.
Yes.
We don't have a good angle on the numbers. The refs need to turn this way for me, just real quick. Inbounds. Sent in now right side, Wilhite. Wilhite drives the lane. Sydney Wilhite off the glass, no. Rebound down, Waldo with it.
Waldo's done a really good job holding on to those rebounds tonight, not giving Cumberland County those second chances.
Now right side in the corner, 3, no good. Long rebound comes down to Baldwin. Now working it in the half court. Hawkins tries to muscle it up, and she got the call. Aaliyah Hawkins going to go to the line to shoot 2. Addison Howard called for her first personal, team second. And Hawkins going to line up in an 8-point game to try and cut it to 6.
Even though there's been more fouls called in this game than the past couple, there still have not been as many as you would see in regular season. They're actually letting them play basketball.
Hawkins' first free throw is good.
That's the way it should be in the postseason.
I mentioned earlier, they're getting them ready for Murfreesboro. They don't really call fouls in Murfreesboro.
She says with a hint of disdain in her voice. 2 for 2 for Aaliyah Hawkins. It's a 6-point game. Inbounds. Wittenberg flips it back for Howard as they try to break the double team. They do. Now ahead to Hinch. Hinch, as Howard was calling for it. It's a little late, though. She still puts it up. No good. Wilhite with a rebound. 6-point game. Here comes Aaliyah Hawkins. You can see the confidence with which Aaliyah Hawkins is playing. She's comfortable in this moment. Carroll back to Hawkins. Baseline drive. Gets to the spot. Nice feed to Baldwin. Blocked, and the foul. And the Stone fans are not happy as Kaylee Waldo is called for her third personal. And Jalen Baldwin will go to the line to shoot 2.
You can see the lanes starting to open up a little bit more now that Cumberland County's been making some of their threes. They're actually coming out on those three-point shooters that they weren't at the beginning.
First one is good for Jalen Baldwin. 5:24 to go in the ball game. It is up for grabs here in 7 AAA. We thought this would be a good one. It has certainly been that. and we're not even close to being done yet. 2 for 2 for Baldwin, and the lead is down to 4. Wittenberg over to Howard. She gets it ahead to Houston. Houston to Hedrick. Backdoor to Waldo. Kaylee Waldo, good.
That's great ball movement there by Stone.
Breaking the press and going quick. Speaking of quick, here's Wilhite. Crossing over, activating. Left side pass. 3-ball up. No good. Attempted by Carroll. Long rebound, though, goes to Clark. Now backdoor into the corner. Feed across for Baldwin, who's good.
It's been a lot of back and forth the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, now we're starting to trade baskets as the intensity rises yet again. Wittenberg in trouble. Tied up and stolen. Wilhite with the steal. Inside, good and one. Sydney Wilhite. Defense into offense. And she's trying to make it a 1-point game at the line.
This is when, as a player, you're like, why haven't I, done this the whole game? Every player out here can say that,
10 points for Wilhite. She makes the free throw, and we've got ourselves a barn burner now. Full court pressure time again. Ahead to Houston. Houston with room. Gets back for Wittenberg. Wilhite standing with her. 4:39 to go. Waldo. Now Hedrick fires in for Waldo. Kicks to the open shooter. Houston for 3. No good. A chance for Cumberland County. They haven't led since early in the second. Here comes Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins works it left wing side. 4:17 to go in the ball game. If you were ever going to hit share on a live stream, for the love of goodness, hit it now. Right side Carroll. Now Clark. Lauren Clark. Right side for Lexi Carroll. Carroll, now Baldwin. Baldwin works it over to Clark. Clark head fake, gets free inside. Throws it up with the right hand, no. Rebounded by Hedrick in a 1-point game. Hedrick has to pick up her dribble. It went through Houston's hands out of play, and it goes to Cumberland County.
The fans are a little more alive now.
Yeah, they are.
We were waiting for it.
3:50 to go in the ball game.
Waiting on Coach Boat to call a timeout. He's due one here any moment.
He has 2 remaining. Cumberland County has 3. Here comes Aaliyah Hawkins. Works it left side for Lauren Clark. Now Baldwin. Right wing pass into the low block, Clark. Clark finds Wilhite. Mid-range jumper, no. Rebound down to Waldo.
That was a good play.
Yeah, that's a shot they'll take every time down the floor. Sydney Wilhite with an open look. Now Wittenberg picks up her dribble, bounces for Hedrick.
That's something you want on defense, is for a post player to have to come all the way up and get that ball.
And now there is that timeout that you talked about, David. Goes to Mike Buck with 3:21 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 46-45, and we will take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Welcome back. 3:21 to go in the ball game. It's 46-45. This one has turned into a barn burner. The first quarter dominated by Cumberland County. The second dominated by Stone. This fourth quarter has been back and forth all the way through. A run by CC got them back in it, and now they're trading haymakers up and down this floor.
This game has been up for grabs since the moment it started. Either team, and we knew that going into it. I think everybody knew that going into it. Either team could come out and win tonight. And I think it's going to come down to the very last play.
When we say this district is so good, we're talking about this. There's no other district in the state that's going to have a game like this in a 4-5 matchup. You can forget about that. And a really good team is going to go home. Backdoor pass to Wittenberg as Waldo found her. And there it is, Mike Buck drawing it up in that timeout on the other end. Carroll on the right side. Hawkins into Baldwin. Turnaround shot for Jalen. Baldwin rattles home.
I think Kaylee Waldo's a little scared to pick up her 4th foul, especially with it being so close of a game.
As we go under 3 to play.
Yep, 3 minutes to go. Time to get it.
Tic-tac-toe. Wittenberg returns the favor and finds Waldo. She's got 6 in the quarter. Give her 12 in the game. Here's Hawkins. Steps through. What a play for Aaliyah Hawkins.
Wow, that was a really good play.
So much for defensive battle. This thing is opening up here as the teams are getting inside. 2:35 to go. Howard over to Waldo. Into Hedrick. Kicks out Houston. That time they close out well on Rachel Houston. Howard drives off the glass. Good for two.
It's really, really, really hard to stop a drive if it is just as close as this is. I mean, it's very back and forth. They're up and down a lot. They're probably all getting really tired. It's very hard to stop a drive.
Carroll right side for Clark. 2:10 to go in an elimination game in the best district in the state, as that one is no good for Wilhite. Possession back to Stone Memorial. 2:05 to go in the game. And a timeout called by Kim Cram-Torres. She has 3 in her back pocket, make it 2. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Hit share while we're in the break so that everybody knows we've got a barn burner happening on a Friday night. Don't go anywhere.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
SwallowsInsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
We got ourselves a ball game. Stone Memorial leads Cumberland County 52-49. If you haven't already, get your popcorn ready. It's Lady Panthers basketball here. The winner advances on to the region tournament and to face Sparta tomorrow night. The loser season comes to an end. The stakes cannot get much higher than they are in this game. Full court press time for the Lady Jets. Ashley Wittenberg to inbound from the baseline. Gets it into Hedrick. Hedrick gets it ahead now to Waldo. They have numbers now. Waldo fired. That one tipped out of play by Clark, and it'll stay on this end with Stone.
That was good defense on Clark. You know, it's kind of hard to get down the floor and have 2 offensive people coming at you and you being down there by yourself, and I think she played that really well.
Inbound goes to Kaylee Waldo. Now Hedrick sends it out for Howard. 1:53 to go. Stone does not need to take a quick shot as Howard drives inside, kicks over to Waldo. Back out Wittenberg. Wittenberg bounces for Waldo on the elbow. Waldo eyes up the whole time. Back out Wittenberg. 1:39 to go. Wilhite keeping that 5-second clock ticking. Right side Howard. Back to Wittenberg. Now Houston. Hedrick. Give and go. Driving in. Wittenberg contorts and finishes. 4 points in the quarter for Wittenberg. Back to a 2-possession game. Big time moments here for Cumberland County. Hawkins off the screen left side. Flips back looking for Wilhite. Couldn't get it clean. Tipped away and it goes to Waldo. And now CC has to sell out to try and steal it or foul. And there is the foul. It's just the second going against the Lady Jets. It goes on Sydney Wilhite. That's her 3rd, so she'll have to be careful. Baldwin also has 3. And with 1:04 to go, an inbounds play coming from next to the Stone Memorial bench.
Still have 2 fouls to give, too.
Howard to inbound. Gets it into Rachel Houston. Back for Howard. There comes the foul. Hawkins commits this one. That's just her 2nd. 1:02 to go. 1 more foul to give. Cumberland County has 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Stone has 1.
It's been a minute since we've had someone in foul trouble. Definitely.
Inbounds for Howard. She gets it in for Hedrick. And now there's the foul, and Courtney Hedrick is going to go to the line where she will shoot 2 as they are into the bonus. Never mind. No, it is 5. It is 5.
Got 1 more.
I thought they were behind. Never mind. It's 4. Okay. That's right. 1 more to go. Howard to inbound. Apologies there. Gets it in for Houston. Now Howard over to Hedrick. Triple team. Tied up in there. Lauren Clark got her hands on the ball, and the arrow belongs to Cumberland County.
Good defense right there for Cumberland County. You foul them, make them throw it in, set up your traps. Got a trap, got the alternate possession.
I think they were expecting a foul there, too, for them to go and shoot free throws.
That I have seen. That's the biggest crowd that I've ever seen watching a YouTube stream here at UCR. The Facebook feed getting up there as well. Right side, Clark. 43 seconds. Clark fires in for Baldwin. Reverse speed. 3-ball for Carroll. No good. Rebound down. Jalen Baldwin over to Carroll. Now left side. Driving through Hawkins. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Waldo. Time running out on Cumberland County. Waldo steps through over to Howard. 25 seconds. There's the foul. And it's going to be a free throw shooting contest as Addison Howard will go to the line to shoot 2 with 25 seconds to go. That one goes on, I believe, Hawkins. That'd be her third.
Yeah, that was a must-make possession for Cumberland County on that last one. 25 seconds to go, down 5. Stone shooting 2.
You don't necessarily need a 3 there either. You could freight train right in there and get an easy layup and then have extra time for a 3-pointer.
First one for Howard is good. 25 seconds. This one's pivotal to make it a 3-possession game. And she nails it. 2 for 2. Hawkins knows she has to go quick. 56-49. Working it over top of the circle. Drives in. Now kicks. Clark. They got to get a shot up. Clark spins it back. 14 seconds. Hawkins. Left side Baldwin. They're out of time. Now Wilhite has it. No shots. Wilhite drives, puts it up, and finishes. Kim Cram-Torres calls timeout. But there's not enough time left on that scoreboard for Cumberland County. 7.1 seconds. It's a 5-point game.
It's a good job getting to the rim, but less than 30 seconds to go in the game, down by 7. You got to shoot something quick. You can't be patient in that situation.
Like I mentioned, that's when most coaches would call what we called freight train. You have your point guard getting it down the floor, going to get a fast layup as fast as you can. You get a foul called, you get a foul called. I mean, it's just you. If you're a little desperate, you kind of have to.
Score with no time running off the clock.
56-51, 7.1 seconds to go in the game. Stone's going to inbound it, and CC's going to throw the kitchen sink at it to try and get a steal. It's their only path. They get a steal, they got a chance.
Yeah, they've been really good too on the press, on the trap.
The arrow belongs to Stone. Inbounds coming. Howard can run the baseline, gets it for Hedrick. Hedrick flips to Howard. 5 seconds left. Howard, no foul. 2 seconds. They do with 1.2. Stone Memorial is about to get a big-time victory and extend their season. They almost had a premature celebration tech, but they get back. Coach Buck gives a playful clipboard wave. 1.2 seconds to the line goes Addison Howard. This is going to be a big-time win for the Lady Panthers as they knock off their crosstown rivals. The first one is good for Addison Howard, who was huge in the fourth quarter of this ball game. She's up to 8 in the frame. This would count for Clark, but that will do it. Final score, Stone Memorial 57, Cumberland County 51. And the Lady Panthers advance on and make a date with the White County Warriorettes. They are the only team in the regular season to defeat Sparta, but we'll have time to talk about that. We welcome you into the post-game show. Not only does Stone erase a very slow start in which they were down 8-0, they advance on in really strong fashion. They had a great run in the middle of the game. Then they were able to hang on late, make enough free throws, make enough plays to defeat their arch rival.
Yeah, great effort by Stone. They got down 8-0 early, and you're sitting there thinking they a couple of times couldn't even get the ball past half court. You're sitting there thinking this may be a runaway, but Stone, like Coach Buck, takes that second timeout, and since that time they went on their run, and a great fourth quarter by Addison Howard to seal that win.
It's time for the let's go through the scoring first, then we'll get to the player of the game. And for Cumberland County, first 16 points for Aaliyah Hawkins, 13 for Sydney Wilhite, 4 for Lauren Clark, 9 for Lexi Carroll, and 6 for Jalen Baldwin, for a team total of 51. For the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers tonight, it was a very balanced effort. 16 points for Addison Howard, 14 for Courtney Hedrick, 12 for Kaylee Waldo, 9 for Rachel Houston, 4 for Ashley Wittenberg, and 2 for Lily Hinch, for a team total of 57. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Tougher one than we had in the first two ones. Who's it going to?
I like Addison Howard.
Yep.
The way she played in the fourth quarter, took care of the basketball, and nobody else was scoring. She kind of put the team on her back there in the fourth quarter, kept Stone Memorial's lead. I give it to Addison Howard.
I agree. Addison Howard is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Stone Memorial improves to 12-15 on the season. They'll take on White County tomorrow at 7 o'clock back in this gym. Cumberland County season comes to an end with a record of 17-9. Well, we're going to turn our attention to our final game of 4. As you've seen, the two teams have taken the floor. The Cumberland County Jets against the White County Warriors. The final elimination game of this tournament will be in a new stream about 10 minutes from now. We hope you'll join us. Until then, once again, 57-51, the Lady Panthers get the win. I'm Noah McKay for David and Hallie Ledbetter and Madison McKay. We'll talk to you all in just a few minutes from the Hooper Evelyn Center.